3934. That's 751-3934. Or get them online at justwindowsmemphis.com.
Here's Business Spotlight from your local voice, FM 107.9 and AM 990. And here's your host, George Bryant.
Welcome. It is Tuesday morning, and Business Spotlight, one of my favorite things to do because we get to turn our spotlight on some of our great business partners and really look behind the scene and learn a little bit about the personality of the business. And we have so many great businesses here in the Mid-South. And one of our great business partners is Tracy Strickland. Tracy, welcome back to the studio.
George, I'm so excited to be here to kick off our fourth season for Triumph Bank.
That is right.
We started this in 2016, not sure, how this was going to work out or how I'd be able to, get enough guests to talk about just what we do at Triumph. But it's just been a pleasure. I'm so excited to be able to come back from our break and with just some really great news about what's going on at Triumph. And so I'm thrilled to be here on this gorgeous Tuesday morning. We have a really, really special guest that I'm very happy. Our first call-in guest.
That's right.
We're going regional. We've always been very proud to have been founded as a bank in Memphis. And to serve this greater Memphis community. But we are growing. Our whole theme and tagline is Let's Talk Growth.
And you guys are growing.
And we are growing. And we have, last year, we expanded our reach into the Middle Tennessee area and opened an office in Brentwood. And today, we're so pleased to be able to have the official ribbon cutting ceremony and grand opening celebration for our Brentwood office. So the perfect guest for us to have is our market president, Bill Menkel. And before I get him to start sharing some great thoughts, I wanted to give a brief intro to Bill because he is just an accomplished banker and businessman. He's had over 35 years experience in the banking industry. What I love is that, everything that we do at Triumph is based on relationships. Yeah. And he actually met Will Chase, our president and CEO, at their first job together at Commerce Union Bank right here in Memphis, where they both started their careers. And then Bill moved to Nashville. He actually became the president of NBC at a very early age of 34, which is just remarkable. And after an accomplished years there, he served as CEO of Magna Bank, and then he was brought back into the banking industry to start the Nashville presence for another bank. And so when he and Will kept in touch all these years, we've always wanted to strategically grow and grow with partners that would match our culture, match the experience we provide our customers. And so when Will and Bill talked, it became the perfect fit for their fabulous team. So we're thrilled that Bill joined us with his team last year. He serves as our Middle Tennessee market president. So Bill, I know that you were on the phone, so thanks so much for joining us this morning.
My pleasure. Looking forward to it. I appreciate the opportunity to share what we're doing here in Nashville and talk about Triumph as a whole, as well as Middle Tennessee's upcoming branch opening today, official branch opening. We've been operating for a little while, but I wanted to renovate our space and make it look Triumph Bank-like, and I think we very much accomplished that, and we're excited about it. It's and you made that comment earlier about culture, and
right.
And culture's everything to us with my team here, and cultures that are aligned are very important.
Without a doubt. I mean, it just doesn't fit. I mean, we can open great accounts and, do say all the right things, but if we don't have a culture fit and we don't all believe in the same things and how we care for the customer and put them as the priority, I always say, our paycheck comes because we wake up and we serve our customers, and we want to help them grow and maintain what they've got, but then be able to help them fulfill their goals and dreams. So, Bill, when Will started talking with you, what was it, that brought you back and wanted you to, bring this AllStar team that you've got in Brentwood to join our Triumph team last year? What was it particularly, you think?
Well, I think culture, we talk about it a lot, and it's a great word, but we had a culture with my team here going back to the prior bank that we were with that was acquired by another bank.
Right.
And we quickly realized that, that culture of the acquiring bank wasn't quite the culture for us. Not a knock on them, just it just wasn't a fit for us.
Sure.
And so there was, obviously a search, so to speak, on my part to find something that would we could all be back together again within a like-minded institution in a very rapidly growing market. And after discussions with various and sundry, when talking to Will, since we go back so far, we know each other so well, and I know a lot of the team in Memphis. I'm a native Memphian that's moved to Nashville. So I think that was real important that the executive management team are all on board with what we're trying to do, and in particularly the board as well. Met with board members, and I think that everybody is 100% behind what we're trying to do up here in Nashville. When you're in a outpost, so to speak, it's real important to know that the mothership, so to speak, is behind us 100%, and we definitely got that engagement. I remember in discussions with the board about what we were planning on doing up here and what I thought we could do, and which we did. One of the board members asked me the question of, why do you think Triumph Bank should be in Middle Tennessee? And I said, well, I think it's a simple answer is why not? Why wouldn't you want to be in one of the fastest growing markets in the United States? I don't know which paper you want to believe, but anywhere between 60 and 100 people move here every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Last time I was downtown, I counted 23 cranes building high-rise buildings. It's a great town with a great future ahead of it. Clearly something special is going on here that's unique to the country. When you have a city that's growing and expanding and corporate relocations and whatnot, I think this is a great place to be. It's not far from Memphis.
Exactly.
We talk the same language.
Eat the same food, although our barbecue still is better than y'all's.
Pretty much it's all the same. It's funny how two cities could be so different. But we have a lot of things that align us all together in the same light. So, Nashville's a great place. Memphis is a great place, and I thought it was a smart decision on Triumph's part to expand to Nashville, and I think all that's come together quite well.
Well, we couldn't be more thrilled. Do we have a second for another?
Yeah, just one more second, and we'll take a quick break, and then we can come back.
Well, I know, you have lined up this AllStar team, and one thing that I've loved working with is that you all have one common voice as far as how can we best serve the customer. And, your team has already doubled in size. When you guys started, you had 5. Now we just had our 10th team member join your team. Can you talk to us about, some of the folks that are on your team and the expertise that they bring to their customers every day, Bill?
I will. It's interesting what you just mentioned about the size and growth of what we're doing here. I mean, it's well thought through. I mean, when we add folks, it's all got to, fit, and the opportunities of understanding how we like things to be done and how they should be done for the customer is real important. And I'm already looking for additional space. We're having our grand opening today of our new space, and we're full.
Right.
And I'm looking to add on some additional space. But, it's unique in that we're very obviously client-centric, customer-centric philosophy. We like to consider our customers also our friends. In most cases, that's the case.
Yep.
And I guess it would be a form of concierge banking, where we're very you get the whole package. You get all the various and sundry opportunities to bank with us, whether it's on the deposit side or the loan side or both. We have a very strong mortgage offering here as well. We have a private client group, private banking group, commercial banking, commercial real estate, and it all meshes together. We interact together, we call together, we discuss all the various opportunities to do business with us as well as with the customer, and it's all kind of presented in the initial conversations, and it works real well. And you get us, you get the individual, you get the banker.
Right. Exactly.
When you get the whole package.
That's right. Well, Bill, I'm going to pause you there for just a second as we take a quick break, but then we'll come back in just a moment. I want to dig in a little deeper on those great services.
Let's talk growth with Triumph Bank. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to The Voice, FM 107.9 and AM 990.
Here's a little kindness tip. Whether it be relationships, customer service, leadership, or parenting, when we acknowledge and show respect and kindness for others, it comes back. It's a wonderful circle that should never be broken. Thoughtfulness given leads to thoughtfulness returned. Kindness shared leads to kindness received. Give it a try. It'll come back to you, and it'll make your world a little kinder. I'm Ed Horrell, founder of the Kindness Revolution.
Hey, it's Ryan from The Beer Show. The Beer Show! That's right, we're back Saturdays at noon right here on The Voice. We'll be talking all about beer, drinking beer, buying beer, making beer, but mainly drinking beer.
We'll also have all the latest beer news, new releases, and events from local breweries like Meddlesome and Crosstown Brewing, as well as all your favorite bars and restaurant-type places.
The Beer Show is presented by Corks Wine and Spirits, Germantown, and MemphisCraftBeer.com.
Check it out Saturdays at noon right here on The Voice, FM 107.9 and AM 990.
And now back to Business Spotlight on The Voice, FM 107.9 and AM 990.
Welcome back to our studios on a Tuesday, and we have kicked off Let's Talk Growth, our fourth series, and every Tuesday morning at 7:30 we'll be really looking behind the scene with Triumph Bank, a great community, local community bank here in the Mid-South. They've got 4 locations now
In the greater Memphis area.
In the
yes.
greater Memphis area, doing a great job, always giving back to the community. And today we're spotlighting a special accomplishment that they have opened up a new office in Nashville.
That's right.
And our special host today, Tracy Strickland.
Thanks. Thanks so much, George. Well, I know we're going to continue our conversation with Bill Menkel. And, you know, I love, Bill and I hit it off right at the beginning when we first talked, because the whole core of everything that I focus on every day is just that customer experience, the team experience, and Bill's mastered that throughout his career, and he takes it very, very seriously, but has a lot of fun with it. But when you talk about culture, you talk about relationships, he has put together this AllStar team that have very specific and unique talents. And one particular niche, he mentioned our private banking, but it's a whole fantastic growing segment of our Triumph team, and that's our medical and professional banking. Bill, can you touch on the great team that you've got with Rachel and Hannah, and a little bit about what they do to serve the doctor community and the professional community throughout the Middle Tennessee area?
Yeah, Rachel Murray and Hannah McGraw spearhead that group, and it's many years of experience in that. And I think the key, like I mentioned maybe in the earlier segment, is you get the whole package. I mean, you obviously get great products, great deposit and loan products that are really catered specifically to the profession that we target, so to speak. Right. Which is a broad-based group, whether doctors, lawyers, dentists, accountants, whatnot. And, you know, those are all professional folks that are very busy and got a lot going on. And I think we provide, we're their banker, and we're available to them. I mean, they've got cell phone numbers, email addresses, a lot of things happen over text.
Yeah.
And it could be a Saturday, and it's just like everything in my life too. Personally, you know, things go wrong in my life, like the air conditioner goes out or whatever.
Yeah.
It's usually on a Saturday.
That's right. Yeah.
And it's the same thing in banking. Things go wrong. Hopefully we never make mistakes, or there's never an issue, but some things happen. We're in a service business, just like everybody else out there, pretty much, and things sometimes don't work out as they should. But it's all about what you do next. It's all about how you approach the concern and the issue, and that you rectify it quickly. You know, in a world of 800 numbers and whatnot, you get us on the phone. You're going to get response from us and a correction pretty quick.
Well, and
so
I think that's what's so special is because, I mean, I think so many people, they walk into the bank and they are given that 1-800 number, or they've got to stand in a line. And what we really pride ourselves on at Triumph, and I know specifically, with your team in Brentwood, Bill, is that high touch service. And really, I mean, we only have that one location, but honestly, it doesn't matter because our bankers, I mean, they're in the office, obviously when they need to be, but mostly they're out and about because we want our clients to know that, they don't have to worry. I mean, Nashville, Memphis traffic's crazy, but if we've all been, driving in Nashville or down Hillsborough Pike, I mean, y'all have some traffic, and there's no way that somebody, if they work downtown, are going to be able to, let me go stop by my banker in Brentwood. I mean, could be a 45-minute drive, and so our bankers come, to that client, and no matter where they are, and to have the cell phone number, to have that, and it's a real holistic approach. I mean, obviously, and when you were talking about, you've got the commercial bankers, you've got the commercial real estate, you've got the mortgage expertise, and then these great private bankers, but they all work together. Can you give me an example? Bill, I know one of our clients, the Emersons, are one of Rachel's clients, but they're also a mortgage client. So, I mean, it's that holistic approach. Can you talk to us just really about that customer experience when somebody comes in to work with one of your bankers? It's not just for that one particular account, it's for so much more.
well, in Nashville, I mean, you got, I don't know, I got mentioned earlier, 60 to 100 people coming here every day. There's a huge relocation opportunity here with potential customers coming into the market. When you've got that many folks coming here, the relationships that they're leaving, wherever they're coming from, there's a great opportunity to wrap up things. There was a couple that came here to visit colleges for one of their children, and while they were here, they fell in love with Nashville, and they're moving from California.
Oh my gosh!
Thousand Oaks area, and have bought a house, kind of I guess a gentleman farm kind of home with about 10 or 15 acres, and they're moving here, including their business, just from a visit to Vanderbilt. Ended up the son went to Stanford, which is down the street, but nevertheless, the family's moving here. There are multiple examples of that, and we got referred to them from a client, a builder actually, and it's led into a full relationship with the family, the business, financing the home, and the renovation on top of that. It's a total package, loans and deposits, and more importantly, just a very satisfied, happy person that's moved from a long way to be a part of this community. And there's just a multitude of those kind of examples.
Oh, exactly. Well, I mean, and I think that's where the service model of banks has to go, and that's where we've really prided ourselves, because I think, people used to come into banks all the time. That's more of a transactional kind of relationship. I've got to come open this account. I'm only here to, open my checking account. I'm going to make my deposit and leave. And, we know that the banking world's changed. People don't come into banks as often. So, all of our bankers have become consultants. So it is understanding not only that they might need a new medical banking checking account that we can absolutely provide them, but we keep asking questions. We want to be able to fully understand, our customers and clients' needs and goals, so that, it's where, like, we found this, this home we want to buy, that has 10 acres. How do we get this one? And then, oh, by the way, I'm moving my business, so then you have, all the commercial banking needs and the lending needs. And if they need to buy a building, well, we've got Mark and Kat that, can help them with the commercial real estate as well. So that's where, even with a quote small team, Georgia, of 10 people, our team is the full package. And they all work together. They collaborate so well. And so as we have a few more minutes, I know today is the ribbon cutting, Bill. So tell us what everybody can expect that's going to be coming. I know we're on Facebook Live. I know we're talking here live in Memphis. I'm going to be hitting the road to see you guys, but I know we're on Facebook Live. So some of some of your clients and great centers of influence are listening to us. So tell us a little bit about what we're going to expect this afternoon.
Well, I mean, clearly the ribbon cutting, and we've got we got about 4,000 square feet here, so I'm hoping we can handle all the people I think are going to be here. Estimates are north of 100 people, and growing. So I think it's going to be real exciting. And like I said, I mean, these are customers and friends, and in most cases both, and that's real important. Because a lot of them are folks that are here because of the team and who we are and what we are. And I'll touch base again on locations. Obviously, this is our first location, and you and I have had many conversations about what's the best next step for locations here. And with the changing situation with customers and their interaction with branches and whatnot dropping off significantly, we got to be careful how we do that going forward. And when I go out and tell the Triumph story in the market, one of the first questions I'm always asked is where are your locations going to be?
Right.
Well, my next question to them is, when's the last time you went into a bank branch?
That's exactly
in most cases, they go, I hadn't been to a bank branch in 5 years. And I said, well, then what
Why'd you ask me that question? Yeah.
What difference does it make where my branches are? You're not coming.
Right.
So,
right.
We got to think about that.
Yeah.
I think branches are important, but I think the technology coupled with the touch from the bank as it relates to private client, I think there's a combo there that I think we need to keep exploring, and because branches are expensive.
They are expensive, but like we said, your service model is coming to the client, but it's making wise choices, and that's what I so appreciate with our executive management between Bill and then we've had Will, our CEO, on the phone, and they work collaboratively together. But Bill's driving this Middle Tennessee market, and he's so knowledgeable of the real estate and what the best locations are and what's going to be best for their customer base coming up. So I know we've got a lot of great things that are on the horizon in the Nashville market, but as far as the ribbon cutting goes, I know I know George has a lot of great connections with the various chambers here, but I know the Williamson County Chamber has been so helpful in helping promote our ribbon cutting, so we do want to give a shout out and thank you to them. We do have a special, as we talk, George, so much about our focus on serving the community. Well, our Brentwood team does the exact same thing, and we're actually, it's so much so that they're incorporating a check donation to one of their favorite community partners as part of this grand opening celebration. So, Bill, can you touch a little bit about that and who we're giving that money to?
Yes, we're giving it to the women's shelter, and I think it's, as you all know, there's all sorts of things that occur in people's lives, and I think that's a very important organization that we're involved with. My wife's heavily involved in it.
Yes.
Spends a lot of time with it, and I think it's a great thing, and they were very impressed with what we were going to do. And homelessness affects all of us, and I think this organization does great things.
It really does. The Nashville Rescue Mission, it's the women's campus, and women and kids, they have our hearts, and so we love being able to serve them, and I'm so proud of our team for wrapping that as part of their grand opening. But I know as we wrap up, Bill, I just want to thank you so much for what you and your team have brought to our team, the incredible enhancements. You help us step up our game, and I think whenever you've got a great partner, it's like when you're playing tennis or golf, you really, as much as you don't want to admit, but you want to play with somebody who's better than you, and you guys are incredible partners for us. We're so excited to see what's happening in the Middle Tennessee market, and I'll see you guys in a few hours.
Right. Look forward to it. George, thank you.
Thank you, Bill, and congratulations, and let's do it.
Yeah, it's going to be
talk
a great day.
Have a great day, and you're listening to The Voice, FM 107.9 and AM 990. Tracy, we'll see you next Tuesday.
Looking forward to it, George.
All right.
Have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.